It's been almost a month since an overnight clerk was murdered at the pantry off Hilton Head Island. Beaufort County detectives are actively pursuing information in the death of 38-year-old David Spiegel. He was found in the early morning hours of August 3rd behind the deli counter of the pantry. Spiegel had been shot multiple times.
That investigation is continuing also, Terry. We're following up leads, information we get, and we feel like we're progressing, but it's just one of those slow things that we're having to take it as it comes and put it together.
Pantry officials are offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the killer. Anyone with information should call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-525-7175.
The August 23rd primary runoff is finally official, and there are no surprises. Today, all of the counties in South Carolina participated in a statewide recount. It was mandatory because Nick Theodore won the Democratic gubernatorial race by less than a percentage point over Joe Riley in the August 9th primary. Locally, P.J. Tanner won the Republican sheriff's primary by less than a percentage point over Eddie Heath. Beaufort County election officials did their recount and checked it twice, and the numbers came out exactly the same as recounts after the runoff. One precinct did come a ballot short in today's recount, but after elections officials ran the ballots through the machine a second time, the numbers came out correct. A representative from the state's election office was also on hand to witness the recount.
I was asked to come down to strictly observe the operation here today to raise the comfort level of everyone involved.
Okay. And after observing what went on, how do you feel?
I feel like it was a well-organized recount and everything went fine.
The town of Bluffton is experiencing a population surge, and officials say area schools aren't equipped to deal with it. Parents and administrators are concerned about how students are getting to school and the kind of education they're getting there. Terry Palmer reports from Pineland Mill Shops.
Beaufort County bus number 88 is packed beyond its capacity.
Every day it's real crowded. There's like 3 people in seats and we're crammed up and everything. Like, you can't get a seat unless you're the first person on the bus. And if you like get on the seat last, you have to sit on somebody or you have to stand up. And I don't want to.
So it's uneasy. The kids have been really great. I guess they're cooperating. They understand that we have a problem. And hopefully in time, we'll correct the problem so we'll make it bearable for them on the bus.
Students on bus 88 aren't the only ones in danger of getting hurt in an accident. Transportation officials say some buses from Bluffton are carrying up to 30 students beyond their capacity. Transportation Supervisor Bob Gibson and his bosses are submitting all the necessary paperwork to the state requesting 2 additional buses. But drivers won't wait much longer.
Several of them have already told me that after the 20-day period that we're allowed to overload the buses, that they absolutely refuse to drive a bus that will have 1 more than the limit.
Additionally, we have elementary second grade teachers. They really need 2 kindergarten teachers, and nobody listens to us until they see they're out.
And parents say the buses aren't the only problem. At an informal education meeting called by Board of Education Vice Chairman Laura Bush last night, MC Riley parents expressed disgust over crowded classrooms.
How come there are 35 children in that kindergarten class, and they have to be registered last April, and there was not an additional teacher hired last April? That's a simple question.
I'm thinking that in April, when you raise the total enough that are registered, hire the staff, and for some reason, 10 days after enrollment, you don't have the students. You're committed to keep that person on board.
A good question. Bush told the audience last night that she didn't have an answer for that. Of course, all school administrators would like to see smaller-sized classrooms. But Bush says in losing the bond referendum in March, the school district lost a lot of its options in finding ways to deal with this overcrowding. But she says administrators will have to find a temporary solution until the funds can be made.
The air station would be a viable site if Department of Defense was in agreement with it, as well as local folks. If all local beings felt like that was the right site and Department of Defense said yes, it could go there, then it may be a viable site. I don't know that it is a viable or it isn't a viable site at this point.
National Weather Service officials are meeting in Washington today and tomorrow to discuss how they plan to use community input in selecting an alternative site. They hope to tour the community within the next few weeks. Well, the I's have been dotted and the T's crossed. Hilton Head Hospital has just been acquired by a new owner. The new owner is really a partnership between American Medical Holdings Incorporated, the Hilton Head Island Foundation, and the Medical University of South Carolina. AMI officials are quite pleased with the company's latest acquisition.
And what I really want to compliment the leadership of this community and is having the foresight to take something that was working well and to devise a very dramatic step that I believe will ensure an even better product and service capability for this hospital and this island going on into the turn of this century. And it's a dramatic step. The partnership we've put together, together with the new foundation and our partners, the Medical University, offers great promise, not only for Hilton Head, but for all of the Low Country area in terms of what we think we can do as we go through the healthcare reformation.
AMI retains a 70% ownership in the partnership. 20% is being reinvested into the Hilton Head Island Foundation, and 10% of the ownership is with the Medical University. The deal closed today with a total sale price of more than $32 million. The South Carolina Transportation Department wants to go to the bond market to raise $43 million for a major bridge renovation effort. If the General Assembly approves the bond sale, almost 200 structurally deficient bridges could be repaired within a year. 2 of the bridges targeted for this renovation are located here in Beaufort County. Included on the list is the old Field Creek Bridge on Secondary Road 59 in Sheldon. DOT condemned the bridge for heavy vehicle traffic almost 2 years ago. Because of its structural weaknesses, standard-sized Beaufort County school buses are not allowed to cross the bridge. So DOT provided a minibus to transport the kids across the short span.
I'm a middle school and a high school driver. I transport the children from the school on the route, but when I get here at Sheldon Clinic, I have to switch buses and go to Pages Point due to the fact the big buses cannot go across the bridge.